Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ilona Lopari again, and today I come on to you with another cool topic on how to improve your communication so that you are more successful in delivering your clear message to your customers in business. So I want to start with talking about some main principles that if you follow them, you will increase communication as a skill. I believe, based on my experience, that communication is one of those skills that can be developed. The only way we develop any skill is just by practicing it. So the first principle that I want to share with you is communicating a clear and concise message. This is very, very important, especially in business. As you are learning more about your customers and as you are serving your customers, it's very wise to be very observant into the challenges they face, the way they describe their pain points, and the results they're looking to see in their lives. Connection first, then communication. So learning how to connect with other human beings is such an important skill that can only be done once you personally develop yourself and become very aware of how you actually communicate and how are you able to meet the needs of the person that is in front of you. Honesty is number one. Everything that we do with other human beings, we have to be honest, and we have to have high integrity. Otherwise, you cannot connect with anyone else on a different level. We have to be honest and open, and we have to be authentic. This is where trust is built, and relationships can move forward. Integrity. You always have to do what you say you want to do. This is the only way you can build your brand. So, and trust. Without those components, it's going to be very, very hard for you to sell your services or to serve the people. For me, I love the serving part rather than selling. So it's to serve the people that you're meant to serve. Keeping your voice medium, tone, and calm is important because you want to be clear and you want to really control your emotions. Now, a lot of people sometimes get confused. It's like, what does emotions have to do with selling and communication? Well, if you're anxious and if you are not as confident about your results or what is it that you can deliver, you can sound very anxious. You can sound very anxious. I don't know if there is a word about anxiety, but there's a lot of anxious-driven people. So that is a turnoff. It's a bad energy. And when people pick that up, they're not going to be very happy about it. And that's going to really lower your confidence and the trust factor. So that's really not going to help the communication and your chances of even serving a new client. Keep pace and pitch is important as well, because the calmer you are, the more controlled you sound, the more you also can hear the other person. This is another big skill that needs to be learned a lot of times. I remember my beginning when I used to just have an agenda when I was speaking many years ago. And I would not be listening to understand, to comprehend, but I would be listening to have an answer for it because I wasn't very confident in what I was saying. So I wanted to be prepared because I was anxious. I wanted to be prepared about what I was saying. So obviously I was in my head and not really present for the other person and hearing what is it that they need. So this is not just important in business, by the way. These are skills for life. These are skills for life. These are skills for every relationship you're into. They must be always managed and mastered because they will be affecting all those areas. Volume, as I said, volume is important, right? When people hear that you're calm and in control, then you are more trustworthy. Do you notice how you actually listen to people that have a low tone of voice more attentively? because they just spark that curiosity, that they just have the perception that they're wiser, that they have something to say. They're not always going to react at every chance they get. And also, this is very relatable to personality. Some people have high energy, but doesn't mean that everyone has that pace. So you have to find your own unique pace and what makes sense for you and go with that. Tell your story. It's everything we say. It's about how relatable is it to someone else. So this is back to trust and authenticity. You cannot speak out of something you haven't experienced. It will slip right through you. No matter how much you've actually developed the communication, it will show in your facial expressions, in the way you are communicating. Just don't even go there. Just be yourself, share your vulnerability. That's what connects people. Share your story, the way you have perceived it, and you will attract the right people that need your help. So I hope this was helpful for today. These are some quick tips about communication, and I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel as I come on with a new video every Wednesday on topics of success mindset, entrepreneurship, business, and more importantly, spirituality. And as you will be joining my channel, you'll understand the connection between all of these. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.